To see the fully uncut version of this video, head over to patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons.
What's that like to live deliciously? Chaos reigns.
Please don't scream.
Nah, Sid, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
What's going on? My name is Jonjo Lyons, and today I'm here to present to you my review of Porkchop 3D. Written and directed by all of these wonderful people. Porkchop 3D stars! All of these. A maniac man in a pig mask who is a psychopath and kills innocent and guilty people and... what the f***? A maniac man in a pig mask who is a psychopath and kills innocent and guilty people and turns them into pig meat, then eats it. You might want to take another crack at that. Hello, my fellow sufferers of the worst media ever made. It's that time again. Time to check out yet another Porkchop movie. But this one's in 3D! Earlier this year, I covered the extremely boring, for the most part, Porkchop and the surprisingly okay Porkchop 2. Then I found out there was a part 3, and along with the fact that I should really complete the trilogy, I was also interested in the fact that there's supposed to be 22 kills in it. It also has cast members returning from parts 1 and 2, including Elron, the speaking robot. You remember Elron, he f***ed the girl with the black hair. It's kinda cool bringing characters back for the concluding chapter, isn't it? It'd be a shame if they were completely wasted. I wish I was completely wasted. Anyway, if you've seen the other videos, you know what to expect. Bad acting in the woods with a pig man. Joy. Also, if you haven't seen those reviews, go and watch them. How are you going to understand what's going on in this one? At least there's a lot of violence, and this is the grand finale. But before we get into all of that, I just want to remind you, you can see this video completely uncut and early at patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons for as little as $3 a month. That's it. Want to see the uncut videos, the Patreon exclusive videos that can't be on YouTube anymore, or gain access to the Discord, go over there now. We've recently started back up the Friday night movie streams, and it's been so much fun. So far in October, we've watched Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, which is a classic. And last night we watched Night of the Demons, which weirdly I'd never seen before, but now I love. And not only do you get all of that, but you'll also be contributing to the festival fees for me to submit my film Better Anything all over the world. We just got accepted to 2 more festivals, which makes it 8 in total, and honestly I didn't think I was going to get into one, so I'm super pleased. But yeah, like I say, come check it out at patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons. Cheers. But anyway, I'm in the mood to pull my pork, so let's not waste any more time. Get ready to see 22 kills in one terrible movie. This is Porkchop 3D. The movie begins with the guy from the last film's weird family on the news. Apparently his name is Sean Phillips, who I thought was super annoying before, but now I hate because his name is Sean. I haven't had very good experiences with people called Sean. Not saying that I hate every Sean, just every Sean I've met so far. He introduces the concept of 3D, and we cut to these lot driving out to buy some weed.
This is weird, you guys. I want to go home. Can't we just go home?
Yep, it's a Porkchop movie. The group get out of their car, and the dealer asks to see Gretchen's titties.
Okay.
Woo-wee! Man, them some fine white titties, but I'm a below the belt man.
I'm sure that poorly framed shot looks great in 3D. The dealer tells them if they want their weed, they're gonna have to go and harvest it, then f***s off back into his car. Then the guy from the whitest kids you know gets got along with titties. Poor they've only been there 2 seconds. Oh my god, no, not Timmy! Timmy. And there goes titties. Not a huge loss, but thanks for the show. The other couple hear titties scream, but think it's just a prank. Boyfriend then goes to piss when he's crowbarred in the face by Porkchop and has his jaw ripped off. Girlfriend then gets to kiss a tree. Cut to the dealer chilling in his car.
God damn it, I gotta get me some new white kids.
Okay guys, girls, and everyone in between, we have some serious issues going on here. Of course the acting is going to be bad because it's a Porkchop movie, but one thing I cannot deal with is the framing. Was this an issue with converting it to 3D, like they had to crop the shots or something? What the f is going on? Cut to the opening credits as these two, Heather and Scott, are driving. It appears they're reading lines for an acting experiment directed by this guy, Mr. Robinson, who you might remember as Simon's dad from part 2.
Gee, it sure will be great to get out to the old cabin again. Baby, I'm gonna you so hard, and then we'll smoke some weed and go skinny dipping. Good job, son.
We then cut to a flashback of Heather, who was also in part 2. Now we see what happened to Heather after the sleeping bag and she's hung up in a tree. Obviously we know she didn't die, but it's nice of the filmmakers to give us a bit of continuity between the two films. Mr. Robinson reassures Heather they're gonna put a stop to this as we see even more returning cast. Mrs. Robinson, Richie somehow, and holy mother Christ, Elron! Elron is back! And that may not be a good thing.
My records indicate teenage girls have incredibly moist vaginas. Those records are my own because I, yes, once a teenage girl.
I hope she comes back too.
Yes, I love you too, best friend.
Cut to Teddy and... oh god, Bert.
If I slow down, I risk not arriving at a place on time. And if there's one thing I respect, it's a good timetable.
Also, Teddy, who's been played by a different actor in every single installment, is now played by however the f you say that name. Not to mention he's played by the same actor who played the guy that we all thought was going to be the final boy in part 2 until he got killed off early, which I remember being a genuinely cool twist. They stop and have meaningless banter with beers when Teddy eventually asks about the cabin. Bert doesn't answer, instead telling him to get in the truck, and we cut to them driving as Bert once again regales us with the story of how Porkchop came to be. Again, kid had pig, dad killed pig, kid killed dad. Move on!
Take that Gobs out, for instance. Yeah, old Billy and Garcon up there at the bar, always talking, hey, the Gobs out, it's living in the lake, it's gonna kill everybody.
I hate this so much. How do you write scenes where absolutely nothing happens? How does this push the story forward? Teddy doesn't believe there's actually a killer in these woods, but Bert says there is before saying there isn't, and then we get this cut. I think I forgot how bad these films are. I'm getting shocked all over again. Back in the RV, Heather continues being a bitch when we find out Mr. Robinson is doing all this for a book on Porkchop. We then flash back again to Heather trying to escape Porkchop when she encounters Meg, who was revealed to be Porkchop's daughter in part 2. She takes a picture of her victim when Porkchop jumps Heather, chucks her on a table, and her. Okay, I won't call Heather a bitch anymore. Back in the RV, the group makes it clear that they're there to catch Porkchop, hence the need for the shitty script. Scott worries about dying, but Mr. Robinson says he's got science on his side.
This.
Cut to... Bert and Teddy approaching this place. They head inside, and again Bert just goes on and on talking bollocks.
You know, these rich kids, they come up here having their sex parties here. They want a sex orgy there. They want a sex like this over here, everywhere, all over the cat. You ever heard of furniture sex?
Why? Just why? Bert then leaves and we get this out of focus shot. Teddy goes deeper into the house where he's greeted by these. I hope they die quick because I don't want to have to learn all of their names. Except her.
Hey bro, hope you don't mind, but I feel like dipping the old hot tub.
Bro, hot tub's off limits, cold.
Come on, Dave.
That's Big D.
Okay, he's called Dave. The rest of the bros then chill on the sofa and moan about the fact that there aren't any more chicks. Teddy then tells them to f off and we cut to these lot. Apparently now they're stuck in the woods when they were just in the RV. And that just happened. Are they even trying at this point? And the robot appears out of nowhere. Cut to Heather running as she once again flashes back to her escape. She manages to hide from Meg, then immediately get found, but stabs the pig daughter and unmasks her. Then walks away and is found by the FBI who shoot Meg. Sure. Back Back at the house, Dave pops some champers and pours it terribly as the trio get ready for a devil's threesome. Our hero seems nervous for some reason as the girl whaps out her beef burger nipples and Teddy says he's got to go to the bathroom. Then, in the Teddy tries to give himself a pep talk.
That's a really nice dress. You look even better with my stained on it.
Good lord. Cut to Mr. and Mrs. Robinson when Mr. gets himself got by this pig lady. Mrs. then gets hung and sniffed on, before having her guts emptied out of her. Mr. Robinson suddenly reappears and does a terrible fake kick on the pig girl.
You like having your ass kicked?
Rude.
Things are about to get very bad for you and that big chainsaw-wielding retard.
A few moments later.
And now is where we follow the Teddy kicked out. This is a subplot that runs throughout the film that I'm mostly gonna skip. It takes place well away from the action, is pretty much meaningless, and I hate the two characters. This line read from a couple the pair pass is pretty funny though.
Dude, he just wants his dick wet. Maybe I want my dick wet too.
Amen to that.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Then Heather passes them and they get themselves got. I would pay good money to see those two slap fannies. Heather then nearly gets caught in a bear trap, but instead resets it and hides it from our killer, who now somehow has a chainsaw. Also, is it me or is this shot done on a green screen? Something about the lighting on her face just makes me feel like she wasn't actually there. Heather boasts about killing the pig man's pig daughter when he steps into the trap like a lemon. She then promises she'll kill the killer before doing this. What happened there then? She walked into a tree! What? Cut to Heather arriving at Teddy's place where he lets her inside and gives her some water. Alright! Move on! Heather tells Teddy about her current situation being just vague enough to be no use at all before trying to leave. Teddy instead convinces her to at least get cleaned up first and we get another poorly framed shot. How does this happen? Again, it must be some sort of post-production thing, but Jesus. Anyway, then back to these two.
So one day we're gonna encounter two horny stone chicks with dripping wet pussies, just waiting for two guys like us to come around.
Skip! Oh, wait, hold on. I may have been a little bit too hasty there. After a scene of the lads chatting they stumble on these two lovely ladies having a dance.
Well, I have a bit of a confession to make. We are really stoned and horny.
Okay, any other important information to share?
And you see, we're out here in the middle of the woods with these dripping pussies.
Will everyone stop saying dripping pussies? Anyway, they get to it as this one smiles at the director and we cut to Teddy cleaning up Heather. They start flirting up a storm when we get flashbacks of Porkchop 2, including pretty much the whole scene with Heather being bagged and snatched.
Wow.
Teddy says at least she's alive and suggests they should call the police when we cut to this fella strapped in the woods. Cut to Teddy attempting to call the police when he remembers he hasn't paid the bill. Heather looks out of the window to see Pig Girl too, and then Dave comes out and is annoying.
All this noise? Where the f do I smell chicken?
Dave, this is
One fine mamma jamma. Damn, Dave, I didn't know you had an Iggy, dog.
Heather revises Porkchop is out there hunting them, and Dave quite rightly tells her to get the f*** out of the house. He again invites Teddy to join the hot tub fun and f***s off with Heather accepting she needs to leave. Outside, Pig Girl 2 does this as the fella continues to look around and we cut back to the woods. The lads get dressed and leave as the girls continue to kiss.
I saw your scrotum. I just didn't think. I always thought I would see it one day. I just didn't think it'd be today.
Let me tell you, it's perfectly natural to see a scrotum mid-orgy.
This scene goes on and on for a billion years as we find out one of the blokes stuck his toe in the other one's butthole by accident. Great. Then they piss on the guy with the gun.
Uh-oh. What, does it burn too? What's going on?
The world just shit on us.
Cut Cut to Teddy finding Heather crying. She begs not to be sent back out into the woods and he tells her she can stay till Bert returns, then they can all leave together. Cue the awkward sex scene! To be fair, that was certainly a step up from her sex scene in the last movie, which was completely silent. Cut to L. Ron and Richie as the robot is about to apologise for nicking his super hot girl in part 1, but then immediately gets smashed. Honestly, it's a bit sad that L. Ron didn't get to have sex like he did in part 1. Him and Teddy could have gone twos up on Heather. Porkchop then pushes the lawn dart deeper into Richie's head and finishes the job with the chainsaw. Richie is properly dead. Also, for a film that brings back so many characters from earlier movies, I don't think you could have made their return any more pointless. Especially Elron. Cut back to the lads and more awful dialogue as they make gay jokes about prison and Beanie Hat gets shot a couple times but doesn't bleed. Cut to the hot tub as the girl tries to chill Dave out about Porkchop when we find out he killed Dave's sister.
I know he killed a bunch of kids and stuff.
Including my sister.
Oh.
Don't care! Show me where she's shit from or cut to the next scene! We also find out his sister was Courtney. Who was this girl from part 1? The one who got the chainsaw abortion. The girl then takes Dave's mind off his dead sister by giving him an underwater suck sesh and we cut back to the lads yet again. Beanie Hat is actually bleeding this time and he tells his boy to just leave him behind.
Leave or he's gonna kill both of us. I don't want you to die!
And the Oscar goes to... Ultimately, they decide to leave Beanie behind, who gets himself got. Cut to these fellas heading into Bert's place.
On this map, which I do have for sale for $2.99, you can see here was an old hollowed out tree belonging to none other than Chris Sarandon, Academy Award winner.
I swear, Bert just talks the most amount of bollocks for f***ing ever. Skip! It's revealed these guys are searching for the chunky fella with the gun, but Bert isn't interested in getting involved. They leave and we cut to them getting ready to hunt down their convict. We then get a beer drinking montage which plays for the entire song as is tradition in the Porkchop series. And then this happens. That was supposed to be a flying axe, I presume. Porkchop stabs the axed fella, then goes chasing after the rest, smashing this guy's head in with a boulder, sawing this head off, and finally catching this one when he steps in another bear trap. Could someone please tell me where he keeps that chainsaw? Up his ass? Porkchop is the inventory of a Resident Evil character. Porkchop 2 kisses the head and we cut back to the convict and whatever the Yellow Shirt's name is. Yellow Shirt manages to kick the convict away and dive into Teddy's place but is quickly caught again. The convict tries the phone but doesn't get any luck so draws for the wine which he doesn't enjoy. He then takes a seat and falls asleep. Okay. Outside, Pig Girl 2 gets her knife and steps into the house with Papa. They then enter as Yellow Shirt wakes up to see his new guests taking a look around. Pig Girl 2 finds a new knife even though she just picked up one from outside and gets in her boy's face before producing a drill, which she uses to kill the convict. After killing Yellow Shirt, of course. And that's that subplot over with. Was it worth our time? No! Cut to Heather and Teddy waking up from their coma as I only just remember they were in this movie to begin with. We then see Dave is still getting his when Porkchop says hello by ripping his face in half. In my opinion, best looking gore of the movie. Holy sh**, was she still down there? Can hold her breath. Anyway, Porkchop kills her by ripping off whatever this is supposed to be, and we cut to Heather and Teddy hearing the screams. They creep downstairs on a stealth mission which goes just about as well as the movie's production when Heather is immediately caught and dragged outside. Teddy gives chase with the convict's gun, which is apparently empty. He also falls over. For God's sake. Heather then starts fighting with Pig Girl 2 for a second, but gets knocked out super quick. And that's when Bert, my most hated character of the series, comes to save the day.
Now you see, you just don't with a man's family.
Yes, Bert, them up. I take back every horrible thing I've ever said about you. Oh, well then, you, Bert. Heather then unmasks Pig Girl 2 to reveal her mangled face. They decide to go help Bert as we cut to him running for his life. On his way, he stumbles on these little bags in pig masks and takes off again as it's suggested they're more of Porkchop's kids. He chucks this one, killing it, then fights with Papa himself, getting thrown into whatever the this is. And that's when Teddy finally learns how to use the gun. And Heather chops off his head.
You inbred piece of shit!
Finally, the evil Porkchop is dead, as is Bert. I know I gave him a hard time, but he was a good man.
Bull shit. I'm down here in this hey, can you see? I mean, it's well.
We then have this dancing montage, first with our survivors and then the rest of the crew. Whatever, the movie is done. It's over. Christ almighty. The end. The end. What can I say that I haven't already said about this series? Nothing will ever be as bad as the first one, but this is only marginally better than the second. Even with all the extra kills, I still found it painful. The story is simple enough with a bunch of people getting killed by Porkchop in the woods. And that'd be the end of it if it wasn't for the multiple subplots they tried to jam into this film. We have the returning cast members here to somehow catch Porkchop using an acting exercise. The guys who get kicked out of the house and go on their own little adventure. The escaped convict and the guys going to catch him. And finally, Teddy's near hot tub threesome with Dave and the hot chick. I guess it's admirable the filmmakers tried to pack this one with content, and some do overlap, but it's just also messy and only serves to offer up as much meat as possible, like your mum. The worst of these has to be the returning characters who get offed as soon as they leave their vehicle. Why bring them back just to kill them immediately? Heather gets the most shine as we get to see how she escaped her capture in the last film, but yeah, it's just a giant mess. Onto the characters, and there's just so many. Dave was annoying, Heather was fine, Teddy being played by that actor was a nice touch, Richie being in the state he was in was pretty funny, and Porkchop was giving it his all as always. Pig Girl 2 was also good, but I hated everyone else. Oh, and Bert. He plays the part well, but the improv is killing me. Thank God I'll never have to sit through another one of his scenes again. Next is the gore, and we have a lot of fun here. Cut off heads, a drilled head, savage stabbings, a couple of axe hits, of which one of them was the flying axe, which was insane. Then there was chainsaw action and a ripped open face. This one definitely had the most gore of the series and was a great effort. This is of course where the film shines. Production wise, it's the same issues as the others, but less so. You can definitely see an improvement across the series, but it's still bad. So yeah, well done for getting better. I tell you what is impressive though, this movie was made on a budget of $3,000. Making a feature for that much money, no matter how bad it is a massive achievement. In the end, Porkchop 3D is another Porkchop movie but longer. If this was cut from an hour 45 to maybe an hour 20, it'd be bearable, but as is, it's only for the most dedicated of slasher movie fans. See it with a bunch of friends and maybe just chat to each other between the kills. So that was my review of Porkchop 3D. What do you lot think? It's been a hard fought journey, but we did it, gang. The end of Porkchop. There is a Pig Girl movie out there, but don't expect to see it anytime soon. Unless one of you hates me enough to track it down and send me a copy. Don't you dare. Thank God for the gore, but what exactly did Porkchop rip off the hot tub girl? Better not been her tits! Speaking of which, if you want to see Dave's head get ripped in half completely uncut and early, head over to patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons. There you can find the uncut version of this review, plus others with more stuff being added every single week. We got the uncut reviews, Patreon exclusive reviews, slasher comic breakdowns, and the Discord. And all that can be yours for as little as $3 a month. You can pledge more, I really appreciate it, as I need to send my short film Better Anything to film festivals all over the world. We've currently been accepted to 8 festivals and won 2 awards. That's right, your boys guy's an award-winning director now. Submitting to film festivals can get super expensive, and every single penny that I earn above bills is going to go straight back into the film. Also, the audience reaction has been so good, I want to get it in front of as many people as possible. So yeah, patreon.com/Jonjo Lyons. Also, speaking of patrons, look at all of these wonderful names. Look at them. Go on. Look at them. They're so lovely. Honestly. That one sent me a picture of their arsehole. I meant my wife. And she didn't. I asked, but she said she wouldn't. Which is f***ed up, really, because, like, why are we getting married if you're not going to send me pictures of your arsehole? Anyway, this is the Patreon shout-out, so... Thanks, guys. So that's it for another week. Like the video, leave a comment, and click subscribe if you haven't already. My name's Jonjo Lyons, and I know we're kids, but honestly, congratulations to the Porkchop team. They made a trilogy. That's amazing. Also, if anybody has the number of the girl who Elron f***ed in part 1, send it over. My wife wants a piece. I'm only allowed to watch. See you next time.